Bang! You look at the fight history of Charles Oliveira and you filter it down to his last 5 fights. He is currently 3-2. Not the best record to look at all. But let's look at those 2 losses that he had those losses to. Bang! The best wrestler that the UFC has to offer in the whole sport in Islam Makhachev. And let's look at the second dude that he lost to. Boom! Arman Tsarukyan, the second best wrestler that the UFC has to offer in the whole entire sport. So as we can see, the common denominator for Charles Oliveira losing is him going against these tip-top wrestlers that's ready to go ahead and put him in the deep waters at any time of the day. But in this matchup right here, he's not going against one of the best wrestlers that the UFC has to offer. He's going against one of the best stand-up specialists that the UFC has to offer, in Ilia Topuria. And as you guys can see above me, he's been absolutely cash money, beating anybody that steps in the octagon across from him. And he is slaughtering these dudes. Dudes like Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Josh Emmett. But guys, as I name those 3 dudes, stylistically, are any of those dudes Charles Oliveira? And that's the question that I have to ask you guys. Because Charles Oliveira, he's different. He's special. And he could be better than all of these dudes stylistically for Ilia Topuria than what Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway and Josh Emmett was able to do. And I'm just saying that, guys. So let's be wary of this. But let's look at something else that I found very interesting. Ilia Topuria kept saying that he's going to knock out Charles Oliveira in the first round. And I keep thinking that's very delusional for him to say. But I decided to go ahead and look at the last time Charles Oliveira had a real stand-up fight on the feet. And bang, we're dating it back to 2012 when he faced Cub Swanson at UFC 152. Pay-per-view spot. And he lost in the first round, 2 minutes and 40 seconds into that first round. Now you guys may be thinking this is history repeating itself. But I truly don't believe that. Obviously from 2012, we have an evolved version of Charles Oliveira. And back in those days, Cub Swanson was absolutely dangerous. He was in his prime. And he is still dangerous in 2025 as an old man. But if you guys truly think that you're going to get this version of 2012 Charles Oliveira, I would say bet Ilia Topuria. But I truly believe that we're going to get a more evolved Charles Oliveira. So if you guys truly believe that version, go with Charles Oliveira.